You're in it. You're gonna be in it. What's up, guys? Digidestin here, and this is another pickup video for you. This one is very exciting, at least for me, just because very recently I found a very good lot from Value Village, and I didn't think that I would be able to top it in terms of my luck. Fortunately, I wouldn't say I topped it, but I did luck out once again in terms of my finds, and that's what I'm going to be showing you today. So I'm going to start out with something that I actually got from my parents. They took a trip recently to Calgary up in Canada, and they saw this shirt and they thought of me, so they picked this up for me. Pretty cool little Pacman shirt from the very first Namco game that I ever played, and that was on the, I believe, the Namco arcade computer game. It was installed like on floppy disk or something, but yeah, very cool shirt. You know, it's in a shade of blue. I love blue shirts, I love gray shirts, and this is perfect for me because I love video games as well. The next find I want to show you is actually something from OfferUp, and this was something my fiance stumbled across. And it is, I normally don't buy too many Japanese consoles, but this one we kind of had to. It is a boxed Japanese PS2. It's NTSC-J. The box itself is pretty similar to the NTSC-U one. Of course, it's got the Japanese on the back. And the primary reason that we bought this console is so my fiance could play her Japanese DDR games. So before, we had a regular PS1 that could play Japanese games just by doing the disc swap trick. But this one is full-on Japanese, so we won't have to worry about swapping out discs or risk breaking our PlayStation 1. So we're very excited about this one. And this is where the pickups get very interesting. So in a recent lot that I found at Value Village, picked up a bunch of Sega stuff. So Sega CD, Sega Dreamcast, 32X as well. My buddy Stilo 999, awesome collector, awesome dude, saw that I had some of this stuff, and he was wondering if any of it was up for trade. And I said of course it was. I'm not a huge Sega collector, and I was willing to give some of it up. And he asked me what I was looking for, so I listed some stuff off, and he actually ended up having two of the games that I've been looking for a long time, and they are somewhat heavy hitters, so I was really surprised that he was willing to trade me. So what I ended up giving up was the World Series Baseball starring Deion Sanders, the most expensive game in that lot, Road Avenger, Slam City with Scottie Pippen, which was the Sega 32X and Sega CD game, and then Mach X on Dreamcast. So those four games. I believe he wants Lethal Enforcers 2 as well, so I'm going to get that to him in some form or another. But he ended up giving me two games, and two games I've been wanting off my want list for a long time. First one is Evo, or EVO. I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced. The Search for Eden. This one is a very fun game made by Enix. It's kind of an action RPG in a sense. You start out as a fish, and you kind of work your way up through the evolutionary chain by killing your opponents or other creatures and earning experience points or Evo points. And that way you can develop from a fish to like a tadpole creature or shark creature, and it's really up to you how you want to develop your character. So it's very fun in that sense, very creative, very different from other RPGs, and I played a little bit of it. I'm really excited to keep playing it and see how far I get into it. So this one is a great one that I've been looking for a while, and all thanks to Steve Lopez, Silo 999, I have it now. The other game that I grabbed from him was not a Nintendo game, it was a PlayStation game, and this was one you don't find too often. You do see Evo around every now and then, but this one is a little bit harder to come by, even though it's a little bit cheaper in price tag. It's Strider 2 by Capcom. So everyone's familiar with Strider 1 in the arcade, as well as on the Genesis and in the NES. I believe the Genesis has Strider 2 as well, but this one's completely different. This one's almost an arcade action side-scrolling beat 'em up. It's kind of crazy in a sense too, but it's not even side-scrolling. You can go, depending, I mean, the path is determined for you. You just have to follow it. Unlike the other Strider games where it was kind of a map-based and you had to explore and figure out the different secrets and stuff. But the cool thing is this one comes with 2 discs, and this one comes with I believe it says both the legendary action adventure Strider and the highly anticipated sequel Strider 2. So there's like a remastered version of Strider 1 on it. Comes with 2 discs. It says Strider here. Open it up just like a Tron Bond case, and then it's got Strider 2. But the funny thing is, the crazy thing about this game is the fact that they misprinted it, and this is what Stilo999 told me. This Strider 2 disc actually has Strider 1 on it, and then the Strider 1 disc actually has Strider 2 on it, and this was a misprint that happened on all copies of this game. I just thought that was a fun little fact, and I decided to pass it on to you guys. But yeah, I'm really excited to have this game. It looks very fun. I've never played it, and I've never beaten the first one, so I think this would be a good opportunity for me to play the first one and then get on with the second one. And I don't know, this game just looks very, very cool. I'm excited to have it now. Alright, and we're on our last find for this week, and this one was very, very unexpected. It was at a Value Village. We were helping our friend move, and we had a little extra time, so we decided to stop into one Value Village. And that one Value Village of the day decided to give us something very cool and very uncommon. And so we were walking around the store. We didn't find much. There weren't even a lot of video games in general. But I made my way to the toy section, looked through all the toy bags, and saw this stand right in my face. Ta-da! It's in a bag. I got it from Value Village, like I mentioned, for $2.99. And if you haven't gotten, or if you haven't realized what it is, this is a Neo Geo Pocket Color. Very uncommon system to find around these parts. Very cool style too. It's got like that blue camo color. I'm gonna open this up for you, just so you can see it in person. The system itself, I've never held one. It's very light. This one's in pretty decent shape. It's got some like one screen scratch, which is okay, you know, it's not bad. The rest of the stuff, this is all like scummy dirt stuff. I can clean that off. Great quality system. Came with one game, Neo Geo Cup 98 Plus. Has cartridges very similar to like a Game Boy Advance. Goes right into the top. This one takes batteries. Didn't come with any, so I'm going to definitely plug in some batteries and test it out. I'm very excited about this. The thing I like most about this system is this little Joy-Con, not Joy-Con, the joystick. It's clicky. You can hear that. It's so satisfying. I'm going to stick in some batteries and see if this works. Alright, got myself some batteries, and fingers crossed it turns on. And I believe that there's a Japanese version of this console specifically too, and in the same color, but I believe this one's the North American version, just based off the way that the color font is. So let's turn it on, see if it works. We got power. Look at that. Let's see if we can turn it up. Oh, this is exciting. Oh, I can select English or Japanese. English. Oh, this is cool. And I can select colors. So not only does this display color, but it can also display black and white if you wanted it to. I guess. I don't know. I don't know much about this system. I'm not a huge Neo Geo guy, but just because of how expensive the games and the cartridges and the systems are. But you know, finding this for $3 is definitely well worth it, and you know, I'm gonna be keeping this for my collection. This is very cool. And those were my finds for this week. Very excited for all of them. All of them are gonna be excellent additions to the collection. This one especially from my parents for the t-shirt collection. These two from our buddy Stilo999. He was recently featured in a Metal Jesus Rocks video, so I'll leave a link down below, and I'll try to put it somewhere up here so you can check him out. Awesome collector, awesome dude. yeah, definitely check him out. But yeah, really excited about all the finds. If you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please check out some of my other videos. I got other pickups, tips and tricks, gameplays, as well as streams. And with that being said, we'll see you guys on the next one.